An international mediator says he's one step closer to brokering peace in Syria. He spent the past couple of days meeting government and opposition delegations separately. Now he says those groups will talk this weekend, face to face.
The UN mediator for the Syrian peace talks, Lakhdar Brahimi, is encouraged by the discussions he's had in Geneva so far.
We never expected it to be easy, and I'm sure it's not going to be. But I think the two parties understand what is at stake. The huge ambition of this process is to save Syria, no less than that. So I hope that, all three parties, the government, the opposition, and the United Nations, will be up to the task.
The world's press thought they'd be reporting on the first meeting between the Syrian government and the opposition after almost 3 years of conflict. Instead, at the start of the day, just the government's side were at the UN in Geneva to see mediator Lakhdar Brahimi hours before he had a separate meeting with the opposition.
We had a very good meeting yesterday with Mr. Brahimi. I don't like to reveal what happens in these meetings. We agreed that today morning at 11 o'clock we shall meet here, and he will chair the meeting. The Syrian government will be on one side, the opposition will be on the other side. He will address both of us, and that's it.
And you have no problem with that?
Absolutely not. What are we coming for?
So you think the opposition must have a problem with this?
Absolutely. If there is something wrong and if there is any change, then it must be the other side.
Opposition leaders say there's no place for him in Syria's future. But government delegates insist the president isn't going anywhere. It's clear which side U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry agrees with.
Because of the extraordinary havoc that he has wreaked on his own country, on his own people, a man who has killed university students and doctors with Scud missiles, a man who has gassed his own people in the dead of night, families sleeping, women, children, grandparents, a man who has unleashed extraordinary force of artillery and barrel bombs against civilians, against the laws of warfare. Assad will never have or be able to earn back the legitimacy to bring that country back together.
In Syria, the millions who have endured the 3-year war will be hoping a face-to-face meeting may bring, if not immediate peace, then perhaps more access for aid agencies to besieged cities like Homs, maybe even a temporary ceasefire. But the opposition and the government disagree on one very important thing: President Assad's future. The opposition insists any peace process must include his removal from power. The government says that's for the Syrian people to decide. If this continues to be their only focus, today's face-to-face meeting may not last long.